see has no respect for this person.
It can spot potholes quicker.
In today's video, we are going to delve into one of the most explosive stories in British politics at the moment. This is more than politics, it is about the future of democracy in the UK.
Hey guys, is it a surprise to you that Donald Trump hasn't invited Keir Starmer to his inauguration in a few days' time? And the Labour Party come out and go, hey, it's perfectly normal for a foreign dignitary not to be invited. I'm not sure if it is. One of their top strategic partners, it's not that he doesn't even attend, he's not invited, hasn't got a ticket, haven't kept a seat for him.
What happens when one of the world's most outspoken political leaders draws a definitive line in the sand? When Donald Trump, a man renowned for his unyielding loyalty and relentless determination, deliberately excluded UK Labour Party leader Keir Starmer from one of the year's most critical meetings, then the differences have gone beyond politics. It has become personal. This is more than a political snob, it is a resounding, unmistakable statement. Keir Starmer, an important person from one of the world's most influential nations, is being excluded from a high-stakes gathering, and that single act has sent shockwaves across the globe. What is the fallout of this action? What does this do to Keir Starmer and Donald Trump's relationship? Ensure you watch this video till the end to find out, as we discuss this crucial issue. To understand the reason for the action of President Trump, we have to take you back to unravel the layers of this intricate relationship. One marked by political tensions, ideological clashes, and history of perceived betrayals.
And it is pretty embarrassing for Britain to have the special relationship that we have, and everybody knows we have it with the United States of America, but Donald Trump has seen fit not to invite Sir Keir Starmer, no doubt because of his views on Donald Trump, no doubt because of David Lammy's sayings on Donald Trump, maybe indeed because of Sadiq Khan's protestations about what a horrible man Donald Trump is.
This isn't just about two leaders, it is about two nations, their shared history and what lies ahead. Here is the twist. Trump doesn't follow the conventional playbook. He writes his own, and when you cross him, the consequences aren't just words, they're actions.
It's pretty awful, is it not? That, you know, here we are, supposedly the friend of the United States, the special relationship that exists between the two countries. We don't have a seat at the table.
To fully grasp the importance of this snub, we must first understand the context of the meeting. This wasn't just a casual gathering, it was a high-stakes diplomatic event where global leaders came together to tackle critical issues. Topics on the table included international trade agreements, defense strategies, and future of alliances in an increasingly divided world.
And I'm not sure if many of you are big travelers or not, but we've seen what happened when Europe opened their doors. Look at Paris, look at London, they're no longer recognizable. And I'm going to get myself into a lot of trouble with the folks in Paris and the folks in London.
For a leader like Keir Starmer, attending such a meeting would have been a pivotal opportunity to present his vision for the UK on the global stage. It was a chance to strengthen ties with the US, influence key decisions, and reaffirm Britain's position as a global power. Instead, his absence has raised eyebrows and fueled debates about the UK's standing under his leadership. Trump's decision to exclude Starmer wasn't merely a response to the Labour Party's actions during the 2024 elections. It was a calculated move to send a message that echoes far beyond the confines of a single meeting room, resonating across the international stage.
Swayed President-elect Trump from imposing tariffs on the UK?
Well, I'm not going to speculate as to what he is going to do. It won't come as any surprise to you that I'm not a fan of tariffs, and therefore we have to make sure that we avoid tariffs. We've got very good trade with the US, as we've got very good trade with other countries around the world. I want to improve on that, and as you will know, I had a meeting with President Trump in September in New York. I've had a number of phone calls.
Donald Trump has always been outspoken about his principles. For him, loyalty isn't just a virtue, it is the cornerstone of his personal and professional relationships. When that loyalty is betrayed, the fallout is inevitable. Rewind to the 2024 elections in the United States, the Labour Party didn't remain neutral. They openly supported Trump's rival Kamala Harris. Some Labour MPs even campaigned for her and aligned themselves with the Democratic Party. This wasn't a political strategy, it was a move that didn't go unnoticed by Trump.
London, but you know what? That's the fact. They are no longer recognizable, and we can't let that happen to our country. We have incredible culture, tradition. Nothing wrong with their culture, their tradition.
For Trump, this wasn't merely a political disagreement, it was a betrayal, and in true Trump fashion, betrayals are neither forgiven nor forgotten. The decision to exclude Starmer from this meeting wasn't just a diplomatic maneuver, it was a declaration of principle. Trump's actions aren't just about demanding respect, they're about enforcing accountability. In stark contrast to his strained relationship with Starmer, Trump's administration for figures like Nigel Farage highlighted his preference for allies who align with his worldview. This also underscores the divide in these political dynamics.
Elite squads of ICE, Border Patrol, and federal law enforcement officers to hunt down, arrest, and deport every last illegal alien gang member until there is not a single one left in this country. And if they come back into our country, they will be told it is an automatic 10-year sentence in jail with no...
Farage, a staunch supporter of Brexit and a vocal advocate for British sovereignty, embodies that type of leadership Trump admires. Farage stood alongside Trump during crucial moments, including Trump's inauguration, and has remained a steadfast ally. The Reform Party leader champions shared values like nationalism and sovereignty, which aligns with Trump ideology. So, Farage to Trump represents the ideal partner, someone who aligns with his vision and remains resolute in the face of opposition. Starmer, on the other hand, has taken a markedly different stance. He has positioned himself as a critic of Trump's policies and leadership style, highlighting the stark contrast between the two leaders and their approach to global politics.
Instinctively very, very pro-British. Labour staffers to campaign for Kamala Harris was diplomatically a very stupid thing for a newly elected Labour government to do. But the thing to remember that's important, Trump is instinctively very, very pro-British. This is the most pro-British president we've had for decades. You know, his mum was a Scot and he loved the Queen, and all of those things actually matter.
For Trump, this isn't merely a difference of opinion, it is a direct challenge to his authority. Starmer's exclusion from the meeting isn't just a personal affront, it carries significant implications for the UK's global standing. This meeting was a critical opportunity for Britain to assert its influence, negotiate favourable trade deals, and reinforce its alliance with the US. Without Starmer in the room, Britain's voice on the global stage feels muted. The exclusion of Starmer sparks serious questions about the UK's ability to navigate complex international relationships under Starmer's leadership, highlighting concerns about the nation's position and influence in an evolving geopolitical landscape.
Donald Trump doesn't care about formalities. He doesn't do the playbook that Whitehall in London will want. He won't go through number 10. If Farage is on the opposition benches, he'll become his link with the UK. And that's a huge problem for Keir Starmer and for David Lammy.
The stakes are high and the message is unmistakable. In Trump's world, respect and loyalty are non-negotiable. But Starmer's challenges don't end with Trump. At home, his leadership is facing intense scrutiny. One of the most divisive issues is immigration. Critics argue that Starmer has prioritised immigrants over British citizens, which has sparked resentment among voters who feel neglected. This perception has fueled a growing sense of disillusionment among the public. Promises made during Starmer's campaign to rebuild trust, prioritise citizens, and ensure transparency are now under question, casting doubt on his ability to deliver on his commitments and regain public confidence.
Trump's rhetoric, and I think that kind of tone is what we need to see in the UK, because we have become an absolutely laughable soft touch for all of this stuff. And we know that the government is extremely keen to cast a heavy veil over the scale.
Donald Trump's decision to exclude Keir Starmer from a pivotal diplomatic meeting was not just a fleeting political snub. It was a calculated and strategic move with deep and lasting implications. This decision continues to send shockwaves across the country. At home, Starmer faces mounting pressure that only adds to the gravity of this snub. His critics argue that he has failed to address pressing domestic issues, particularly immigration, where he is accused of prioritising the needs of immigrants over those of British citizens. As the pressure mounts on Starmer, it remains to be seen how he will navigate the special relationship that has existed between Britain and the United States for ages. Do you think Starmer can regain the trust of Donald Trump? Let us know what you think in the comments section. If you found this breakdown insightful, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to watch more videos.